Let's make some dinner rolls with no eggs. Yeah, you heard me right. No eggs. Okay. So first things first, my husband has been asking me to make him this recipe that he found on Instagram. It's the jerk baked beans. And so I decided today I was going to make them, but I wanted some cornbread with mine. And he was like, nah, like, remember that time you made that hot water cornbread? And I was like, yeah. He said, I didn't like it. And so I'm like, okay, well, I won't make the hot water cornbread. I'll make regular cornbread. Turns out I don't have no eggs. And so I'm like, okay, well, I think I can make dinner rolls without the eggs, but I wasn't too sure. So when I recall my recipe, I need one egg. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So what do? I go and I look up egg replacement and applesauce pops up. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know, but I mean, I guess I could try it. And so I gave it a shot. It was equivalent to 1/4 cup of applesauce to one egg. And so I only was making enough to only need one egg. And so I just used 1/4 cup of applesauce. I basically just used one of the kids' applesauce pouches, which was like super easy. It did say that the applesauce would make the dough a little bit more on the sweeter side, which was okay because I was making dinner rolls. And so it kind of went with it. And so I was excited. And so I decided to go ahead and start preparing it, putting my yeast in there, all the things, and I had to let it rise for about 30 minutes. After it rose for 30 minutes, then I punched the air out, and then this is me now breaking it up so that I can now form the dough balls. As I'm getting ready to do this, of course, my son comes in and was like, Mommy, can I help? And typically I let my kids help, but sometimes I just be wanting some me time. But apparently he really wanted to make this dough with me, make these rolls with me. And so I was just like, you know what, wash your hands, come on, let's do it. Anytime I can have quality time with them one-on-one, it's always important to me because they are always with each other. And so I try to find ways where we can just do one-on-one activities together so that they can have those core memories with their parents individually. As of course they're going to have them collectively, but I like for them to have them individually as well. And so this is me and Roman kind of putting forming the dough. I'm teaching him how he has to tightly form them into dough balls. After we do this, we're actually going to have to cover it and let it sit and rise for another 30 minutes before we can bake it. But while we're doing that, let me tell y'all about the time that I almost drowned. So I think I was about 7 or 8 years old, and my mom had took me and my brother to her friend's son party. And at the time, even at that young age, I had a crush on this boy. At the time, I just thought he was the cutest thing. And so I get there and I'm trying to be cute. And that's so crazy, even at this age, I'm trying to be cute for a boy. But anyways, my brother, it was a pool party. My brother was like, let's go get in the pool. And I'm like, bet, let's go get in the pool. Well, my brother goes and decides that he wants to jump in the deep end of the pool, y'all. And so what did I do? I am my brother's keeper. And so when he jumped, I went and jumped in the pool. Little did I know that I was going to be fighting for my life at that point, because as soon as he jumped in the pool, I jumped in the pool behind him, and all I could remember is just seeing water everywhere. I couldn't remember how I was going to get out of the pool or anything. And out of nowhere, my mom, like freaking Superwoman, was pulling me out of the pool by my beads, y'all. Like literally, it's like her hand came out of nowhere and she was pulling me straight out of the pool by my hair. And I don't remember nothing after that. And I thought that was so strange because in light of everything that has happened, especially with Malcolm Jamal, I forgot his last name, but the guy who played Theo off of The Cosby Show. In light of everything that has happened, my husband and I was talking to the kids about water safety. And my children, for some reason, always reverts to just fear. And so I'm trying to redirect how they respond to information. And so we began to just talk about water safety, and it really just made me become more challenged to action. Like even after me almost having a near-death drowning accident, I never learned how to swim. But my husband, he also had a near-death near-death experience as well, and he actually did take swim lessons. And so I'm always nervous when my children are in the water, and I believe that I'm nervous like that because I don't know how to swim. And so we were just sharing with them, like, I do think that it is important to invest in swim lessons for our children and for myself as well, because anything can happen, and I never want to be in a position where I couldn't do something because I lack the training in that area. And so we were just talking about that and just explaining to the kids, the importance of water safety, because I just recently learned as well that a 9-year-old died at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. And funny thing is, I just told my kids that I was going to take them to Hershey Park. And so those are very alarming for me. But anyways, y'all, I think, long story short, I really think that we all should be investing in some type of training when it comes to being in the water, whether you're in the tub, a small pool, a lake, or even the ocean. I think it's important that we know what to do and not be afraid, but to be aware. But anyways, y'all, this is how my yeast rolls came out. Baby, looking good. No eggs at all. Applesauce, and this is a jerk baked beans. Let me know if y'all want the recipe. All right, love y'all. Bye.